Yeah, guys, sorry, my mic was off. So I think I am audible and visible now. So good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible and visible to you all. Is the voice okay now? Now the voice is perfect and fine. Good evening, people. Good evening, good evening, good evening, guys. How are you all? What's up? What's going on? So let us start with another topic. Okay, today we will see one more interesting topic, very interesting topic, guys. And as you can see the name of the topic in front of you, today we are going to talk about blood. Okay, we shall discuss about blood. I am also good, very good. Good evening, people. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So I think everything is fine. I am audible and visible. Sir, end it at the time, sir. Yeah, Shino, definitely. We'll try to do that. So blood topic we are going to talk about. So let us start. Okay, let's start, guys. So what is blood? What is blood? Blood is a type of tissue. What is blood? Blood is a type of tissue. Which kind of tissue it is? It is a special connective tissue. What it is? It is a special connective tissue, right? And what it is made up of? It is made up of a fluid matrix. The matrix is fluid in nature, right? That's why sometimes we also call blood as fluid connective tissue. We can also call the blood as fluid connective tissue, right? The matrix is fluid. And what is the matrix called as? The matrix is your plasma. The matrix is plasma. And what is there else? In the blood we have plasma and we have the formed elements. What do we have? Formed elements. Basically the cells present in the blood. And which are the cells we talk about? The cells are RBC, WBC and platelets. And what, guys? Platelets. These are the formed elements in the blood, right? So blood is a special connective tissue. Why we call it as special? Because it is little different. The other tissues which you see in your body, they are mostly solid in nature. Okay, they might be soft, like the soft connective tissue, where the matrix is not fluid in nature. Matrix is not fluid in nature. Here in blood, the matrix is fluid due to lot of water. Lot of water is there in plasma. So the matrix here becomes fluid. In other tissues, the matrix is not fluid. And that's why it makes it special. One more thing. Blood is the only tissue or connective tissue which doesn't have any fibers. Like if you study areolar tissue, you may get collagen and elastin fibers there, right? You study cartilage, you might get some fibers there in cartilage as well. You might get some collagen fiber in the bone. Bone is a connective tissue, cartilage is a connective tissue, there you can get fibers. Areolar tissue, there you can get some fibers, but blood is the only connective tissue where you will not get any fibers. So sometimes we ask this question, which is the connective tissue where fibers are not present in the matrix? Are we getting this, guys? So fibers are absent in the blood. Okay? Are you getting this? You can note down a small point. Blood doesn't have fiber. Blood lacks fiber in matrix. Blood lacks fiber in the matrix. You can note this point. Blood lacks fiber in the matrix because you want the blood to continuously flow. So you will not have any fiber in the blood, right? Now, these are the basic points. Now, we will discuss some properties of blood. We will discuss some properties of the blood, okay? Let's quickly see the properties of blood very fast, okay? What I'm writing here, properties of blood, okay? One by one. What is the volume of blood in a normal person? What is the volume of blood in a normal person? Quickly. On an average, how much is the normal volume of the blood? How much blood a person has on an average? How many liters? Chalo. On an average, the blood is, on an average, we can say, on an average, we will say the blood volume is how many liter? 5 liter. Very good. Then, after 5 liters of blood, tell me how much percent of your body weight will be made by blood. Like if you studied muscular tissue makes around 40 to 50% of your body weight. So whatever is your body weight, on an average in a normal person, 40 to 50% will be muscular weight. I am talking about blood. Blood makes how much weight? Very good, Jaya Lakshmi. Blood makes around 7 to 8% body weight. 7 to 8% of body weight. Okay. Tell me about the pH of the blood. What is the normal pH of blood? What is the normal pH of the blood? Come on. Quickly. What is the normal pH of blood? Is your blood acidic? Is your blood neutral pH? Is it alkaline? Is it highly alkaline or kuncham alkaline? What you will say? You will say it is kuncham alkaline. So we will say it is slightly alkaline. Slightly alkaline. The range is between 7.2 to 7.4. The range is between 7.2 to 7.4. I hope you are writing these points as well. So slightly alkaline. Very good. Chalo. After pH, tell me the taste of the blood. Have you tasted blood? I know you guys are not vampires, little vampires, but yeah. So what is the taste of the blood, guys? Yeah, it is salty. Exactly. The taste of blood is salty due to presence of the electrolytes. Exactly. So some will say sweet, some will say sour, bitter. No, it is salty due to presence of electrolytes. Okay. Now, what about the blood temperature? What is the temperature of your blood? Human blood I am talking about. Human blood temperature. What is your normal body temperature? Around 38 degrees Celsius. So your blood temperature is also normally the blood temperature. In normal conditions I am talking about, it will be around 38 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is your blood temperature. Coming to blood color. Now coming to blood color. Blood ka color. Blood color is what? You will say red, definitely red. Okay, but in that also there is two types. So color of the blood. In color of blood, if it is asked arterial blood, the blood present in the artery is oxygenated. The blood present in the artery is oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood will be having little bright red color. It will be bright red. Okay, bright red color. Okay, and topic name is blood, beta. Topic name is blood, and if you want to find which chapter we are talking about, that is the 11th standard NCERT body fluids and circulation chapter. Okay, yes, very good, guys. Blood is red in color due to hemoglobin, that we will talk about in RBC when we will talk about the formed elements. Now we are talking about the color. So arterial blood is bright red, that you don't see commonly. But when you go for a blood test, or you might have seen for blood test, we are collecting the venous blood. We are collecting the blood from the vein. Okay. So venous blood, if you have seen of any injury might have occurred to you, you might have noticed the venous blood color. It is a deoxygenated blood, and deoxygenated blood will be dark red. Okay, it is little dark red color. So as per the oxygenation, it changes. Oxygenated blood, bright red. Deoxygenated blood in the veins will be dark red in color. Okay, now moving ahead. After color, what about the viscosity? What about the viscosity? It is 4 to 5 times, 4 to 5 times viscous, okay, than water. 4 to 5 times viscous than water. Okay, viscosity is very, very high. Are we clear, guys? I hope you are noting down the points. Tell me quickly, are you noting down the points, guys? Quickly. Are you noting down the points fast? Okay. And talking about density, it is denser than water. Okay. It's denser than water. Okay. So that's it. These are the basic properties of blood. On an average, a person has 5 liters of blood volume. Blood makes around 7 to 8% of body weight. pH is slightly alkaline, 7 to 7.4. Blood temperature normally is 38 degrees Celsius. Color of the blood is bright red in the oxygenated arterial blood, dark red in the venous blood. It is 4 to 5 times viscous than the water, and it is highly denser than water. Okay? Are we clear with this? Now we will do detailed study of blood. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the detailed study. Okay. Some students are asking the doubt, sir, what is viscosity of blood? Achha. Viscosity means thickness. Viscosity, we can describe it as the thickness of the blood. How much thick it is. Thickness. Okay. It is like the resistance of the fluid, to flow. That will be called as your viscosity. Like oil and water. If you put a drop of water, it can quickly flow. The resistance is less because it is less thick. But if you at the same time take a oil will be more thicker. Viscosity is more higher than the water. So it will having some resistance while flowing. Similarly, blood is very viscous because a lot of components are there in the blood, right? So it will be highly viscous. Okay, now let's study blood. So what we will do? We will do centrifugation of blood. What we are going to do now, guys? We are going to do the centrifugation of the blood because we want to study the blood components. What we want to do? We want to study the blood components. Correct? So what we will do, we will take some test tube. Okay. So here is our test tube. And in this test tube, we will put some blood. Okay. Some blood will be taken in the test tube. Okay. This is our blood in the test tube. Now this will be subjected to centrifugation. We will subject this to centrifugation. So what is centrifugation? Here the test tube will be rotating in the centrifuge machine at a very high RPM. Okay. Very high speed it will be rotating. So basically the heavier elements will settle down and the lighter part of the blood will come up. The lighter elements will come up and the heavier part will settle down in the centrifugation process. So what we are going to get is this. Okay. So here is our test tube. So as I said, the heavier elements are going to settle down below. The heavier elements are going to settle down here. So here the heavier element will separate. So due to centrifugal force, the heavier elements are settling down. So you will see a very thick region of red color area in the lower part of the test tube. Okay. Little whitish ring in the center, little bit of whitish ring in the center here, a white buffy coat I can say. And then we will see, okay, we will see a straw colored fluid. a straw colored fluid which is little dark yellowish in color, a straw color. Straw means dried grass. Straw colored fluid which will be separated above like this. So what you can see here is, you can see basically three components. How many you can see? Three components. So initially your blood was red in color, you did the centrifugation, and now you got three separate components here. What are the three separate components, guys? Come on. Let's talk about the three separated components. 55%, roughly 55% will be your blood plasma. What this will be called as your blood plasma. Okay, 55% component will become your blood plasma. Then the lower 44% component, 44% component will become your RBC. That is your red blood cells, or I can say erythrocytes, or I can say erythrocyte. And in the center, what you see, heaviest element is RBC. RBC contains hemoglobin, iron containing cell, due to which it is very heavy, so it will settle down. So you got RBC here. 55% is blood plasma, which is lighter element separated above. And in the center, you will see a small part. Okay, in the center, you will see this is your 44% of RBC. And in the center, you will see a small whitish ring getting collected. This is called as the buffy coat. A buffy whitish coat. That is 1%. How much percent? 1% of buffy coat making up the WBCs and the platelets. And what, guys? And the platelets. Okay? Are we clear, guys? So after the blood centrifugation, how many components we got? We actually got three components. 55% is blood plasma, which is the lighter part, got separated above. The heavier part is the RBC, which is collected below. And in the center, you got a white buffy coat. I will write here, a white buffy coat ring-like is formed. That is making your WBC and platelets. That is making your what? WBC and platelets. Okay. So what I will write here, after centrifugation of blood, what are the components I got? What are the components I got? I got 55% of the blood, which is made up of plasma, and remaining 45%. Remaining how much percent? 45%, which are your formed elements. Which are your what? Formed elements. And in the formed elements, we have the RBC, we have the WBC, and we have the platelets. Are we clear, guys? So in blood, we are dividing this in two components because RBC, WBC, platelets are going together. They are the formed elements, and 55% is blood plasma. Are you following this, guys? Okay? Are you following, guys? I am seeing that many students are just doing time pass in the chat box. Why, guys? Why you are doing that? It's very bad. Some students are doing time pass in the chat box. What is this? What is this? Don't do time pass, guys, please. You can see it. This year paper of NEET was very challenging, right? Very challenging paper this year. So you have to be careful. You have to learn some lesson. Come on. So you need to pay attention. Don't waste your time. Okay? Your parents might be thinking you are learning in the online class, but you are doing time pass. Don't do that, guys. That is cheating with your parents, right? Don't do that. Please. No unnecessary comments. Okay? Right? So, yeah, don't do time pass, please. So in centrifugation, some people are asking, sir, what is centrifugation? In centrifugation, Kavya, we are rotating the test tube with a high force. So centrifugal force is acting on the fluid. It is basically separating the components. Heavier parts of the blood will go on the periphery. Lighter part will be coming towards the center. So that's how after centrifugation, you get the lighter element plasma above and heavier element below. Like same centrifugation technique is used for your separation of milk and cream, the milk and cream part, right? So you get the centrifuge, you get the milk na, having low fat milk and all. In market you get low fat milk, medium fat milk, high fat milk. So in that also centrifugation is used. You are using the whole milk and then centrifuging it. You are separating the cream and separating the remaining part, the lighter part of the milk, so that will be having low fat. So here centrifugation has a lot of applications. Here we are studying the blood. So if you want to study blood, you use the centrifugation process. You separate the plasma and you separate. So you shaded it as yellow color. Yes beta, it is not yellow color. Plasma is straw color. Which color? Straw color. Straw means here dried grass. Now in the summer season you might be seeing a lot of dried grass outside now. Okay, light brown or light yellow, I will say, whatever you say, dried grass color, that is straw colored. Now going back to our topic. So I think this much you have understood. So we will go ahead, right? So let us study one by one the components of the blood. So first component of the blood, come on, pay attention. The first component of blood is blood plasma. The first component of the blood is blood plasma. Okay? We are talking about blood plasma. Blood plasma makes how much percent of the blood? It makes 55% of the blood. Pay attention everyone, okay? Now, plasma is straw colored. What colored? Straw colored. What is plasma in color? Plasma is in straw colored. What is plasma color? Plasma is straw color. Plasma is straw colored. Acha, for your understanding, you may write pale yellow also. Little light yellow, so I will write pale yellow. Plasma is viscous fluid. Again, thickness of the fluid is very thick and it constitutes roughly around 55% of the blood. What it makes? 55% of the blood. Next point. In plasma, now we will talk about constituents of plasma. What is plasma made up of? Plasma is 55% of blood. But in plasma, what is there? In plasma, it is 90 to 92% water. 90 to 92% of plasma is water. And the remaining components are proteins. So your plasma, major component is water. 90 to 92% is water and remaining is protein, and proteins contribute how much percent? 6 to 8%. Very important. This can be asked in the NEET exam. Okay, you are also having one weekly exam, so you have to pay attention. Okay, so if you go on the slide here, okay, and you can see here, this is your, okay, so what we can write here, guys? Tell me quickly. We can write blood plasma 90 to 92%. It is made up of water. 6 to 8% it is made up of proteins. 6 to 8% it is made up of proteins. So out of total blood, 55% in plasma, and in plasma 90 to 92% is water, 6 to 8% is protein. So what are the remaining things? What are the remaining things? Remaining things, I can write nutrients. I can write nutrients. Nutrients like glucose, amino acids, okay? Then I can write nitrogenous waste is also there in the blood. Can you tell me which is the nitrogenous waste in humans? Which is the nitrogenous waste in humans? Can you tell me, guys, quickly? Nitrogenous waste is there. Best example of nitrogenous waste, you can say urea, uric acid. Okay, plus in the blood, there is hormones also. Lot of different hormones are there in the blood. Then I can write the minerals are there. Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. All the minerals are also there. Right? Then gases are also there in the blood. The two main gases in your blood are CO2 and oxygen. Right? O2, CO2 and O2. Are you getting me, guys? Yes, very good. Urea is the waste. Correct. Now our focus is on the protein part. Our focus should be on which part? Protein part. You need to understand the proteins, the plasma proteins. Okay? We need to understand plasma proteins. Right? So your blood contains 55% of blood plasma, straw color, 90 to 92% water, 6 to 8% it contains protein. What are the other things present in the blood? Nutrients like glucose, amino acid, plus I can write vitamins also. Lot of vitamins are there, na? Vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin A, B, C, D, E, K. Lot of vitamins are there. They are also there in the blood. Then nitrogenous waste like urea, uric acid, kuncham, ammonia is also there in your blood. Then we have the hormones. Different type of hormones are there. Growth hormone, thyroid hormones, sex hormones. Then we have the minerals like sodium, potassium, calcium, and then gases like CO2 and oxygen. And I already told you vitamins. So a lot of things are there in plasma. Now our focus should be on these proteins. Our focus should be on these proteins. So we are going to talk about now what? Now we are going to talk about plasma proteins. अभी किसके बारे में बात करने वाले हैं? Plasma proteins के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं. Okay, so lot of different plasma proteins are present in your blood. Lot of different plasma proteins are present in your blood. But as per our NEET exam, as per our NCERT point, we are going to discuss the 3 to 4 most important plasma proteins. Okay, we are going to discuss a lot of different plasma proteins are there, but we are going to discuss the most important one. Okay, the important plasma proteins are albumin. First one is albumin. Second one will be globulin. Third will be prothrombin. And fourth one will be fibrinogen, etc., etc., etc. So a lot of plasma proteins are there. These are the most important plasma proteins present in your blood, right? Okay. Now one question to all of you. Let us see what you smart people answer. Where is the plasma protein made? Tell me. Where is plasma protein synthesized? ये बनता किधर है बताइए. किधर synthesize होगा? Where it will be synthesized? Who synthesizes plasma proteins? Very good beta. Mom's Kitchen by Padma. क्या बात है? Okay, so very different name. So Mom's Kitchen by Padma has given the right answer. Mostly the plasma proteins are synthesized by liver. It is synthesized by what, guys? Liver. You can make a short note very quickly. Where plasma proteins are synthesized? It is synthesized in the liver. Okay. Now, what we have to do? Have you heard albumin protein? Have you studied albumin protein? In your daily diet, daily you eat albumin, by the way, daily. Daily albumin protein you consume. Where? From where? Tell me. From where you are consuming albumin protein? Come on. जल्दी बोलो, किधर से मिलता? Albumin protein. अरे liver में बनता, तू खाता किधर से है? Liver is making it, synthesizing. But your diet also contains albumin. Milk and egg white. Milk, दूध. Milk contains albumin. Your egg also contains albumin. Okay, they both give you albumin, right? So albumin you get from your diet also. Then you digest it. Your stomach, your intestine will digest it. Protein will be broken down into amino acids. Amino acid will be absorbed by your intestinal blood, and then it will be transported to liver. Liver will again synthesize albumin. Are we clear? Sir, what is blood clotting? Nagaraju, blood clotting we will study offline. Blood clotting, we will study offline, Nagaraju, my dear. Okay? You got? Now, we will study blood clotting offline. Okay? Not everything will be taught here. Na? So, plasma protein, albumin, globulin, prothrombin, fibrinogen. Now, one by one, every plasma protein function we have to understand. What are their functions? Come on. So, before ending the class today, we have to understand the functions of plasma proteins. So see here, same thing is written. Composition of plasma, minerals like sodium, calcium, magnesium, bicarbonate, chloride ions, nutrients like glucose, amino acid, lipid is there in your plasma. Protein like albumin, globulin, fibrinogen is there in the plasma. Now, very shortly, I have mentioned the function here. You can write down very fast. Quickly write down what is written in the box. Albumin helps in osmotic balance of blood. Fibrinogen is needed for clotting or coagulation of blood. Globulins are primarily involved in defense mechanism. Quickly write this in 1 minute, then I will discuss the function. Come on, write, copy this box. Quickly copy the function. Quickly copy the function, guys. Done, guys? Yeah. Okay? Come on. What is required to activate fibrinogen? Yeah. We will talk that as well. No worries. Now let's see one by one. First we will target albumin. So albumin helps to maintain blood osmotic balance. Which balance? Blood osmotic balance. Now tell me, this osmotic word relates to what? This osmotic word relates to what? Have you heard the word osmoregulation? Kabhi suna hai? Have you heard it? Yes. Osmotic word is related to osmoregulation. Okay? Osmotic word is related to osmoregulation. Osmoregulation means maintenance of salts and water balance. Maintenance of what, guys? Salt and water balance in body. Maintenance of salt and water in body and cells of the body. And what? And the cells of the body. Cells of the body. Now listen to me. Okay, I will try to explain this. If you drink 2 liters of water right now, let's say you drank 2 liters of water right now, will your blood volume will be 7 liters? Will your blood volume become 7 liters? Will you able to handle 7 liters of blood in your blood vessels? No, you will not. So what your body will do? What your body will do? There is an overload of water in your body. You have drank 2 liters of water. You know, when some ultrasound process is required, like some people having kidney stone or some problem, the doctor says drink water, drink water. They forcefully forces so much bottles and glasses of water. Okay. So when you drink so much amount of water, does your blood volume become 7 liters? No. Your body will remove the excess water. The person will urinate a lot. The kidney will remove the excess water. And the urine will be very high in volume. Lot of volume of urine will go out. To maintain what? So what your kidney did actually? Your kidney helped to maintain the osmoregulation. And for that osmoregulation, albumin is very important. Albumin maintains how much water and how much salts, the electrolytes, should be there in your body. Okay? It maintains the concentration of both water and salt in your body and cells. If the osmotic balance gets disturbed, if the osmotic balance gets disturbed, the person will show swelling in the body. The person will show what? The person will show swelling in the body. Face will swell, body will swell, excess fluid will accumulate in the body. Do we want that swelling in the body? No. So albumin will help us to maintain the osmotic balance. Are we clear with this? Are we clear, guys? Are we clear with the osmotic balance function? Clear hai? Osmotic balance, quickly write down, helps to maintain the salt and water balance in the body and the cells. It will not keep excess water, it will not keep excess salt, it will not keep less water, less salt. It will keep the exact balance amount of water and salt to maintain the ionic and the water concentration in your blood. Are we clear? Okay, albumin function done. Now, after albumin comes the word globulin. Comes the word globulin protein. Which protein? Globulin protein. Now, in the last class, I taught you something. Acquired immunity. Acquired immunity, when they come in contact with foreign bodies, the first response is of low intensity. That is called as the primary response. But at the second time, when the same pathogen interacts, it will be a high intensity, quick response due to the memory. What we are making against the pathogen? How we kill the pathogen? What is made against the pathogen? Come on. What is made against the pathogen? Which bodies? Which bodies are made against the pathogen? Correct. Absolutely right. Antibodies. Absolutely right, guys. Antibodies. You know what is the another name of antibody? Antibodies, another name is immunoglobulins. Antibodies name is what? Immunoglobulins. Antibodies are also called as immunoglobulins. Immunoglobulin. Please write down other name of antibody, immunoglobulin. Okay, immunoglobulin. Okay, immunoglobulin. And mostly these are, the globulin type is gamma globulins. What is the type? Gamma globulin. This is little extra information. You may store this, gamma globulins. Now last time I told you, in saliva there is an antibody. Tell me what is the saliva, which antibody there is the saliva? Tell me fast in the chat box. Which antibody is there in the saliva? IgA. Absolutely right. IgA. So there are different types of antibodies. IgA, IgG, IgD, IgE, IgM. In every word, if you see, Ig word is common. Which word is common? This Ig word is common. Ig. Yeah, Ig hai kya? What is this Ig standing for? This Ig stands for immunoglobulin. What it stands for? Immunoglobulin. Am I clear? So globulin protein is very important. Globulin protein synthesized by liver. Mostly all the plasma proteins are synthesized by liver. Globulin, especially gamma globulins. There are alpha globulin also, beta globulins also, gamma globulin also. They also there in your blood, alpha, beta, gamma globulin. But the most important one I am talking here is the gamma globulin. Gamma globulins are helping us to make the antibodies, and that will help you in your immunity. So if you eat protein in your diet, if you consume protein, your body will be able to synthesize plasma proteins. Your liver will be able to make albumin. It will maintain your osmotic balance. Your liver will be able to make the globulin protein that will be making your gamma globulins. Gamma globulins will be used to make antibody which is also known as immunoglobulin. And in short, we write immunoglobulin as IG. Instagram nahi hai ye. This is not Instagram. IG. In the chat box you write, meet me on the IG, लिखते रहते हो ये सब. This IG is immunoglobulin. Am I clear? Are we clear with this, guys? Clear hai? Are we clear? Now, after globulin, the last plasma protein, okay? The last plasma protein we are going to discuss, the last two I can say, fibrinogen and prothrombin. Which thrombin? Prothrombin. These two also are there, fibrinogen and prothrombin. Okay. Now, whenever you get any injury, either internal injury or external injury, either you get internal injury or either you get external injury, you need blood coagulation. What you need? You need instant blood coagulation. Your blood clotting time should be within 2 to 8 minutes. Your blood should coagulate to prevent the excess blood loss. Which proteins are going to help in preventing, in making the blood clot or preventing the blood loss? So blood coagulation, very, very important. Fibrinogen and prothrombin, they are required for blood coagulation. So we can say they are blood clotting factors. What we call them as? We call them as blood clotting factors. What are they? They are blood clotting factors. They help in coagulation of blood. Coagulation means clumping of blood, Radhika. When we get some injury, little bit blood comes out, but after some time the blood becomes very hard, semi-solid, jelly, and then ultimately hardens and becomes, a very rigid structure. That is the clot. So coagulation of blood means clumping, getting clotted. And for clotting of blood, you require some plasma proteins. You require blood clotting proteins, blood clotting factors. Those are fibrinogen and prothrombin. By the way, there are many other blood clotting factors also. In total, there are some 13 blood clotting factors. And the important ones are fibrinogen and prothrombin. Am I clear? Fibrinogen and prothrombin are the important ones. Now, if you notice, this fibrinogen and prothrombin are in inactive state in plasma. They are in which state? They are in inactive state in the blood plasma. They are in which state? They are in inactive state in blood plasma. Which state they are in? They are in inactive state in the blood plasma. Whenever we get injury, whenever we get any cut or injury, the proteins are going to get activated. Fibrinogen will become fibrin, prothrombin will become thrombin, and that will help you in clotting of the blood. But how that mechanism occurs, that is a completely different topic in the NEET exam. Okay, blood coagulation pathway, blood clotting pathway, that is a separate topic which we are going to study in the offline mode. But what is fibrinogen, prothrombin? They are plasma proteins and they are helping in blood coagulation. Okay, they are also known as blood clotting factors. And very important, this point, don't forget this point. These proteins are in which state? These proteins are in which state? Inactive state. Which state they are in? They are inactive. Inactive. When they will get activated? When they will get activated? They will get activated during blood coagulation. They will get activated during what? During blood coagulation. During blood coagulation. Yes, Yogendra, thrombokinase is there. Thrombokinase helps in activation. Okay, but that part we are not going to talk about right now. Are we clear? So we discussed the plasma proteins. We discussed albumin maintains osmotic balance. Then we discussed globulin, which is important for defense mechanism because globulin is making antibodies and that is important for defense of your body immune system. Then we talked about fibrinogen and prothrombin. These plasma proteins are required for blood coagulation, but very important, they are in inactive state in your blood, and whenever they get activated, when they will get activated? Whenever you get any injury. Whenever you get any injury, you got injured, then only they will get activated and blood coagulation will occur. Am I clear? So I think that's all for this class today, guys. Okay, that's all for this class, guys. So today we completed what? Today we completed blood properties. We completed blood plasma. And tomorrow morning, we will talk about RBC, WBC and platelets. Tomorrow we will talk about RBC, WBC and platelets. What we will talk about? RBC, WBC and platelets. Thanks for the interesting class, sir. Okay, Neha. Blood property and sir, please keep notes in the group, sir. Yeah, I will try to share the slide also. Bye-bye, guys. So now you can chill, right? Now you can chill, guys. So that's all for this class. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Better revise all things because you have some exam on 9th. You have exam on the 9th of May. So better revise all the points. Revise the immunity concept. Revise the points which I taught today. Tomorrow we will try to wrap up the class. Tomorrow is the last class of your gift. That will be RBC, WBC and platelets. Okay. Bye-bye, guys.